Hi there, this is David with Foothills Firearms Training. This is an action-proof video for a single action style handgun. In this case, a Pietta single action Army 357 Magnum. In order to action-proof this firearm, again, we're going to always assume that the firearm is loaded. We're going to control the muzzle direction at all times, keeping in mind that it is very easy to point this firearm outside the safe direction with a safe short barrel. We're going to keep our trigger finger off the trigger and out of the trigger guard, and we're going to see that this firearm is safe. We're going to prove it is safe. In order to do that, we're going to again point it in the safest available direction. We're going to remove the ammunition. In order to do that with this single action revolver, we must first put the hammer into the half cock notch. We're going to open the side loading gate, and we're going to manually cycle through the cylinders. It is a good idea to do a few rotations of the cylinder. Some of these revolvers have 6 chambers, some 7, some 9, some 10. You don't know, so just do a few turns of the cylinder. Once the chambers have been cleared, again, there is no feeding path. There is one more step. We're going to check the bore using a clearing rod all the way. One thing you can do is you can then measure the length to see how far the rod went. If it makes the length of the barrel, good. If it goes all the way to the rear behind the cylinder, even better. This firearm has now been proven safe. In order to load this firearm, again with the side loading gate open, we're going to inspect the barrel to see what the data stamp says. .357 Magnum. Select the correctly sized ammunition, and we're going to insert the rounds into the cylinder, rotate the cylinder, insert the next round, and close the loading gate. In order to properly set the hammer back into the safety notch position, which is the only safety in this firearm, we must depress the trigger. So carefully, with your support hand, pull the hammer back, and with your trigger finger, depress the hammer. As soon as the hammer starts to move forward, let go of the trigger, and the hammer should come to rest in the safe notch position. This firearm is now loaded. In order to unload this firearm, we must bring the hammer back again to the half cock position. We are going to point the firearm in the safest available direction. We're going to remove the ammunition by opening the side loading gate, and we're going to use the ejection rod to push the rounds out of the cylinder. There's the other one. And again, we're going to continue to rotate through all the chambers several times to be sure. Once we have rotated through all the chambers and we're satisfied that there is nothing in the chambers, we remove the ammunition and observe the chamber. There is no feeding path to speak of in a single action revolver. Last but not least, we're going to examine the bore. Again, if it's just the length of the barrel, that's fine. If you can make it all the way to the back of the cylinder, even better. This firearm is now proven safe.